Hey everybody, and welcome to the lounge, all my fellow loungers, chillers, ballers, and grillers. Today we're doing another chilling and grilling. Yeah, that's right. Yep. It's back for good now.
Hopefully.
I hope.
Yeah, don't quite say that.
Well, I'm going to try to make it a weekly thing. So we're going to make some New York Angus beef strip steaks. We're going to make a compound butter for on top of that. That's going to have some garlic in it and some parsley. We're going to have shrimp on top of the steak. That's going to have, hey, we're going all out today, Tom.
I'm already hungry.
It's going to have some of the same kind of butter on it, except for we're going to have add a little lemon with that. And we're going to have some garlicky mashed potatoes and some asparagus. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm starving.
Except the asparagus.
You got to complain
Well,
about
that's just
something.
me.
Yeah. All right, so anyway, we're going to get started. These are the ingredients we're going to need now. Oh, just before I even get into the ingredients, I want you guys to know already, I have the potatoes going in here. I have the potatoes and the garlic in there. We've showed our garlicky mashed potatoes before, so if you need to know how to make them, just go and watch one of our other videos that had it on there. I don't know, I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember what that video is, but...
We've got like 70 some chilling and grillings.
Yeah, it's
so
on one,
sorry that we can't remember.
It's on one of them. I also have the asparagus already in a pan in the back. I don't have the flame on yet though. And all I did was put the asparagus in some water, a little pepper in there, a little salt in the water, and we're gonna kind of blanch them. The potatoes though, you just let them cook until they're boiled, until they're soft. You can put a fork in. We showed that before. Okay. Now this is what we're gonna need. We're gonna need some parsley. Now I have some flat leaf parsley in here, and I have some curly leaf parsley. I'm gonna use the flat leaf parsley. It's a little milder tasting to me than the curly leaf. So we're gonna use that. I have a stick of butter. We're not going to use the whole thing. We're going to use about half of that butter. Oh, what was hiding over here, Tom? Garlic? Don't forget the garlic. We're going to need some garlic too, okay? I'm going to need 1 lemon, some pepper. We're going to need now here's our steaks here, and for the steaks we're going to use a little olive oil and some essence, and that's what I'm going to set up first. I'm going to get them steaks ready and just let them sit over on the side while I start getting the butter ready. And don't forget the shrimp. Yeah, oh yeah. Good thing that you remind me, Tom. We already put the shrimp in these, like, you can cook fish in these, a lot of different things. It's just easier for me to go from side to side.
Grill baskets.
Yeah, we're gonna bake.
There's some sort of basket. Oh, that's the stove. I'll hit that.
We're gonna baste that, so that'll be good. So let's get started. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my meat ready. Now, on this, you're not gonna be, you know, beating the meat. Remember that. We're just not on this. You don't need to do anything like that. And did you ever hear that song, Tom? I beat my meat. I beat my meat. Did you ever hear that?
No.
No. There's a song.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Actually, to tell you the truth, I don't listen to that at all. Parker indulged me with that song while we were away one time. And I was like, thank you so much, Parker. I really wanted to hear that. But no, it actually was quite funny when I listened to the song. Anyway, so then after we go to, actually I'm going to put a little bit more oil on this side because I really didn't get that much on there. Just drizzle a little bit on there. Rub it all over.
Good old rub.
Yep. Okay. Get a paper towel because now your hands are all oily. And so is the top. Okay, and then take your essence. Now if you guys are wondering what essence is, we've done a video on this before. Actually, Tom did a video on this before. It's called Tom Teaches a Thing. So if you want to know how to make essence, go back and look at that. You can also buy this in the stores also. So
it's a lot more fun to make it, a lot more spice.
So then you're going to sprinkle it on there. You can, it's up to you how much you want to put on there. I put a decent, I don't want to overdo it too much because I don't want it to be too powerful. Because it's a little spicy. Remember, Tom?
Technicolor stick.
So then sprinkle that all over it. Both sides. Remember that, guys. Both sides. Okay, and then we can just sit them aside. There we go. That's them. Now we'll do the next step. All right. So we need about a tablespoon of this parsley. So what I do is I get it and I roll it up like this. And then I...
You seem experienced at that.
Rolling? What are you trying to say, Tom? And we're gonna chop all this stuff up. Get it really fine. Probably gonna have way too much here, but that's okay. Remember, don't cut your finger. It's messed up when you cut your finger. Don't need blood in your food. Remember, you want to put your fingertips, actually curl them in, use them as a guide. Keep your knife point down. And then you can get to a point where you can actually just keep your hand away from it if you feel more comfortable, like I do, because I like all my digits. And we're going to chop this really fine. After we get done that, I'll show you the next step. Okay, so here's what we have now. We have, I'd say that's about a tablespoon of chopped parsley. I left some on the side over here because I'm going to use that for a little garnish on top. I have about probably 1.5 teaspoons of garlic. Now what I did with that, you can chop it if you want to, but I have a garlic press, and so I just squeeze it together and get that. So we're gonna go ahead and add that in there with the parsley. And then what we're gonna do is take some pepper here, about that much. I don't know how much that was. It was just like 4 turns there. And I'm gonna take half of my stick of butter. It's important, guys, that you can see that the butter is kind of soft, because I let this sit out, because you want soft butter for this, because this, I'm going to go like this and kind of mix all this up. Now, it is messy. I'm going to tell you that right now.
And probably not easy to stir.
It's not very easy to stir at all, but you got to do the best you can. Kind of mash it together like that. I'm going to keep doing this until it's all mixed, right? After you get going for a little bit, it mixes pretty good. And then we're going to take a teaspoon of this, and I'll show you that in a second. I mixed it up real good, so now we're going to just take a little bit like this, and I got some wax paper here, and we're going to put some on a piece of wax paper, right? Now, okay, I'm going to get one more, because I only have 2.
That'd be, you'd say, about the size of a quarter?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it's about, what, half of that teaspoon that I have on there? And then I'm going to do the same thing on here because we have 2 steaks, right? So have that there. And what I'm going to do with these now is I'm going to put them in the refrigerator, because they're going to be for on top of the steak after the steak gets done. Put them in the fridge. With this now, I'm going to take it over to the stove, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to get this ready for the shrimp. Okay, so now we're going to get this ready over here, our butter. So I'm going to take this butter, and I'm going to put it in a little tiny pan like so. Try to get everything out of here. There we go. Okay, put that in there. Right? I don't have it turned on yet, guys. Alright? What I'm going to do is get my lemon ready. I'm going to put a little zest in there too, though. Right? Guys, remember what I did with the zest? Do you?
I hope so. It was just last week.
Remember, none of the white. Just the color. Alright, that should be good enough there. And now the next thing I'm going to do, remember to roll it, because that gets that juice all moist. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this. Be careful cutting, especially when you have a sharp knife like I have right now. Mess you up. Alright, take your lemon. We're going to pour the juice in there. Always squeeze it this way, guys, because if you do it this way, you shouldn't get any seeds in there, alright? Put that over there. Same thing with this one. Right? Make sure you have clean hands too. And be careful if you have any cuts, because if you have any cuts, guess
It's gonna burn.
It's going to burn. So now we're going to put the stove on. Now listen, guys. You're going to put that on really low, because you don't want the garlic or the butter to actually burn. Okay? We're just going to melt that. Okay, so now we're going to put our steaks on there. Well, there's some good looking steaks right there. Get them going a little bit.
I don't know if I've ever necessarily seen a bad looking steak, to be honest. I'm sure they exist.
Bad steak. Bad steak. Anyway, so we're going to let these go a little bit, and then we're going to get our shrimp on there. Okay, so now I'm going to put my shrimp peas on there. I'm going to put them just like this, right? For right now, because I want to get...
Basket of shrimp on the bobby, eh?
Yeah. I want to get some of this butter.
Put Australian accent of it.
This goodness on here. Okay, like this. I'm going to put that like
go
that.
to the other side so I can actually see it.
Okay. I'm also, if this starts to solidify, make sure you just put it on the grill to... But I'm going to turn this over real quick because I want to get the other side with some flavor on there. Because that's what it's all about.
All about the flavor. Smoke in my eyes.
Smoke in your eye. There we go. Some of that goodness all on this stuff. Man, I love the smell of this stuff. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go like that. I'll show you the next step. All right, so the steaks look like they're about done. I go by the feel of them. We're going to put them on our plate, get them right in the house and get some foil on them.
Gotta keep that heat in.
Yep, but we don't, because they're going to keep cooking and everything. These I'm going to bring to the front of the grill because it's not as hot. And I'm going to come out and get them real quick.
Shrimp are looking pretty good so far.
Alright, so I have my potatoes on there. I put some asparagus, put my big old steak on there. I'm going to put my nice pat of butter on there. I'm going to take some of these shrimp. I'm going to place them around like this on my plate. Actually on my steak.
I mean, there can always be a few extras on the plate. Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever, Tom, right? And we like a lot of shrimp, so we're just going to put them all over like this. There it is. Best steak ever. Our favorite part. Now the shrimp, you can leave the tails on. Like I have the tails on some of them, and some of them I took off.
Yeah.
Or you can take them off. And oh my goodness. This is delicious, guys. I'm telling you, it's the best steak ever. It's a great meal to have. I hope you guys all try this out. Anyway, until next time, grab something cold to drink, put your feet up and relax. We'll meet you at the lounge.
I'm still eating.